Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. This is Don Willie. And today I'm going to be doing a character profile, more of an opinion on Catelyn Stark. As always, if you haven't read the books, in this case, up to book 3 instead of book 5, and, if you haven't seen at least the first 3 seasons of Game of Thrones, do not watch this. It will contain spoilers. So, I'm going to start off by saying, fuck Catelyn Stark. And some of you might be like, God damn, it's a little early in the video for that, but, I'm just going to get right off my chest. The show gave her a little sympathetic edge that the books did not. I started with the show first, and went back to the books after season 3. There's a lot of things that happen in the book that don't happen in the show, that made me not like her character. Now, we got to be honest about this, right? She is a major part of the fall of House Stark, from her capturing Tyrion on the King's Road and that whole debacle, trusting Littlefinger when she came to King's Landing, trusting her damn sister who, she already said that she didn't really have the greatest relationship to begin with, and her treatment of Jon Snow. I mean, that isn't necessarily part of the fall of House Stark, but, that made things a little bit less sympathetic. The only thing I think that she got right really was telling Robb not to trust Theon. That was pretty much the only thing she got right. So let's look at it. She released Jaime Lannister, which, shit, man, look at the debacle that caused. Like I said before, her capturing Tyrion. One thing I really, and like when I read this in the books, I was like, she is a real bitch. Book 1, when Jon is about to leave, he comes to visit Bran, and he, is like, hey, I'm just here to say goodbye, and she starts barking on Jon, and then as Jon is about to leave, she calls him out, and then was like, oh, it should have been you. Really? It should have been Jon laying there, possibly dying instead of Bran, this kid, because remember in the books, Jon is a teenager. Like this kid who hasn't done anything to you other than be born, so you're taking out all your anger from fucking 15 years ago, anger at Ned, still on this kid. And like, he already doesn't have any inheritance rights as it is. And then just as a, parting shot, as he's leaving to go and possibly die in the frozen fucking wasteland and be a nobody pretty much to the entire realm, you say, oh, it should have been you here. And then later on, when Robb is on the battlefield and he's like, look, I need an heir. I don't have any kids. Sansa's in the clutches of the Lannisters. Arya, Rickon, and Bran were all believed to be dead. Robb was like, look, I need somebody so that this cause still goes on if I die. His first suggestion is his brother, Jon. She's suggesting like fucking 4th and 5th and fucking 20th cousins and shit. People who don't have the damn Stark name at all. who, even if they were the heir to Winterfell, it's not like they're going to take the name Stark. The Northern Lords want to follow a Stark. She basically, almost went out of her way to see that, wouldn't happen. She bringing up the fucking Blackfire rebellions and shit, and really, as meticulous of record keepers as these people are, they would know that Jon only got legitimized because of Robb's decree. And it doesn't mean shit if they don't win the war. If they lost the war for the North, the Starks get deposed no matter what, and even Jon Stark, even if he gets legitimized and has kids, still you lost the war unless you can get an army to back you later on and try to break away from the Seven Kingdoms again. Still means nothing. That's been my opinion, rant, whatever you'd like to call it, about Catelyn Stark. Leave me whatever you got in the comments. See you next time. When we talk about Cold Hands, who is he? This is gonna be interesting.